people watching YouTube. We're back with another episode of the amazing game called The Farmer Was Replaced, and today we had the idea about reworking a bit our draw movement, which is what we are going to do today. So, first things first, let's start our beautiful drone to give us some hay, since we actually need it. And let's see what's in our goals for this episode. So, we wanted to make sure that the drone always goes to start when it's done during his performance. And let me explain you what I mean by that. So about that, I got a small cold, so let me just clear my throat while we're waiting. Alright. There we go, that's more like it. So, let's see. What did we achieve? First of all, we have 1,000 pumpkins to actually use. So let's open up our olive tree and see what we can get. So we have max speed already. We can expand our farm even more, which we kind of don't need for now. But we can already look at the rest. So we have a cactus. We have a plant get companion. Interesting. Let's see what it does later on. And we also have meters, which is also interesting. So, first things first, I want to unlock the list here. So we have our first unlock of the day. And we are a bit short on the carrots. So let's stop our hay gathering, and let's go to start first and change the soil. There we go. And let's cancel this one. And now try to get some carrots. Nice. So for now we can use this and just add some more resources to our current amount. And unlock some more stuff which will make it all easier. And after that, we will handle the pumpkin issue. Because I think that the companion can make our life a bit easier, and that's always nothing to do. So yeah, let's have a look. So we have 500 of them ready. Let's open up this and unlock the list. So, basically, at the end of the list is almost like an array, so that's easier for us to handle complex entities that we can have, and also collect some, let's say, sequences which we want to use. So let's see. let's start with focusing on the pumpkins first. Why? Because for the most part, we want to make our field even bigger. We wanted to unlock the companion too. And let's see, what do we need for the companion? Companion was, where was it? Not here, not here, not here. I just saw it somewhere. So we can boost this, we can get time. Doubt it's needed for now. So let's see, where did I see a companion unlock? Treasure, fertilizer. Let us check it real quick. So this is unlocking the farm. This is carrots. This is trees, pumpkins. Horticulture, there it is. Use companion planting to increase the yield. Interesting. So for that, let's collect everything. Thank you. There we go. And now let's test our pumpkin thing. So for now, if we have this, then we can go. Actually, if I'm not thinking about it, we can do the following. We can. Do we have a go-to? I wonder. First, let's check this. Maybe we have already fixed it. That doesn't look like. So if this is this and this is this, so it doesn't land here, which is north and east, which is actually weird. Oh, but as I said, we didn't add it here. So go to start works only in between of this. So let's start and let's rethink about it. So what we need is to make sure that Hedeford, thank you for joining. It was indeed a long time. So let's think. When we have the first range, we go from 0 to 3. Then we move the thing and we go up. So that would mean that after each of this, we need to go back to 0. So that would imply that we need to go back down or to flip the movement. And I have an idea how. I know what this is a game called The Farmer Was Replaced, and we actually have a let's play on it for last I would say, how many? 3 months or 2 months. And you can also check the full playlist on YouTube, which is on my English channel, GodlyHedgehogGames. So let's see. We move here with north. So that would mean that we can do the following. When it ends up, we will do the following. We will do, let's say, vertical direction equals and here we want to have the array. Now I just need to make my setting in my keyboard correct like this. So first we do north, and afterwards we do south. Why do we do it as an array? Because as I showed you here, the array is indexed from 0, meaning that here I can do following. Move, but instead of this, we do vertical direction. So I guess I will need to correct something here. I'm pretty sure that my syntax is kind of wrong. But I will first try to do it all by myself, and then we will debug it afterwards. Just to make myself a bit more comfortable. Direction. Now here we want to exit like this, and here's the interesting part. I want to do y percent 2, meaning that if I'm on an even row, I can switch the direction to the other one, and this value will always change between 0 and 1. And this is exactly the indices of our array, so they will always take it from there. So let's see, let's try it out. Okay. So as you can see, it's kind of working, but not the way we want to. So why do we have it like this? It's because we have only two cases here. So the real thing we need to do is to move this one level higher. So let's try it out. Yeah, that's also wrong. Okay, let's think about it. So we have this in range, and what we can do is we can check whether we're at the end of the, let's say, section. And we can do it with another if clause. And we do like this. We take if y is equal to pumpkin field minus 1, because as you recall, the value will be always starting at 0, as we already have discovered. So here we need this. We need to actually not quite. We still need to move, but then we need to actually do the following. So we take the part and we do it like this. We have here, we will make a distance an array. It is called a list in the game, but effectively it's an array. And we need to do the following. So we import this. We need to set up the correct vertical direction. Vertical direction equals, let's say, north equals north. I cannot type today. North, there we go. And if it's right here, then we can do the following. We copy this part. we do it actually here and copy it here twice actually, but we will of course edit this. So we have it this way. Let's delete on this record. And then we don't need this at all. So let's see how this will behave. Like here. So let's test it out once again. Okay, this is... Oh yeah, right. Because of course here we need an array. Let's choose the array here instead. Array. There we go. This should be fine. Now let's test it out. Yeah, this is not as we wanted, but very close. So let's think. First we go. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's first go to home square. And now we started. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So when we... Okay, I got it. And what we need to do is we need to move vertically only when we, first of all, we have it like this. Let's do it this way. Let's do it here. We do it else. I get this. Perfect. And here we can do another bracket. And we add an OR operator. This is what I want to achieve. And here I say if y is equal to 0. Not 90, of course, but to 0. Let's test this out. Of course, first we go to home. There we go. Yeah, this is sounding definitely is wrong. Okay, let's stop it and let's go back to start. So let's just go step by step. This one will be either Okay, I got it. So if we have this here, we don't need a y here. Interestingly enough, we need an x here. And this should be nice. Let's check it out one more time. Yeah, this is a way more like it. Why don't we use it that way? So, okay, while we are thinking, let's redo all our carrot gathering. Let's stop it here. Let's harvest it all. And then let's just do the carrots one more time. So we are at home, and let's start with the carrots. In the meantime, let's rethink this problem. So if we are in the range, then we plant a pumpkin. Now we have 0 to 3 or 0. So at 0 and at 3, we should change our direction in the vertical scope. Unless we want to... No, we don't. We still want to have it all. So let's sort of think. So we have first x 0, 0 goes up till 3, and if it's 3, then we should... Oh, yeah, that's wrong. If we are at the first step, then we are kind of blocked here because of the very first 0 there is. So let us rethink it. The easiest way to do it is simply to, if we can of course do it this way. Let's cut this out so we can delete it. We can use here 1. No, actually, yeah. We can use the 1 here, like this. Right. 1. Oh, no, it's x value. So it shouldn't affect us. So this should have been correct. Let's paste it all back. So if we are at 0, then we should be correct. And if we have 1 here, it's 1. There we go south. Okay, let us stop with the carrots. We have enough for now for our testing session. Let's harvest it all. One more time. There we go. Stop and go to start. And here, where do we have an error? I don't see it. Let's test it. It can't. Okay, so we have... Yeah, right, we are missing a bracket right here. A very common problem when you moving delete stuff. Okay, let's test it. Okay, we are going from So let me think. We are not reaching this part. So right here we have y equals 2, but we're still not planted. What could be the reason? So we do it too early, as I see it. Okay, let me think. So we start at 0, 0. When we hit 3, a 3 is less than 4, so we should plant it. However, when we were at 2, or we were at 0, we changed the direction. So we changed it too early. Or should I say, we move the drone a bit too early. Questions why? So let me just rethink this. So the problem is that we have not reached Y3 yet. So let us think. So if we... Alright, I guess I got it. So let us wait for a second and think through. So we start at 0 and we are here. So the easiest way to do it is to, instead of using y and x's, we can just use get position y. And then we don't care about any ranges, etc., which is actually better because the X and thing, we can manipulate them in any way or form we want to. But this function will give us exactly what we want. So we want to know where our drone is at the moment. And here we just need X. So let's test it out. Okay, now it just goes into one thing already. So I guess I got it. So this is over 0. So when we start, we need to basically start this movement. So why don't we just have it here? Although that won't help us, we still need to use the move function anyway. So the move function should be still executed no matter what. So let me think about that. First of all, first thing which I have in mind is whether we can delete all this. What will we have in this situation? Yeah, then it doesn't change at all. So it goes just above. Right. So the question is, why it doesn't change here. Because this is 0. Yeah, now I got it. What we need to change is actually these two in places. Why? Because otherwise we're still gonna have north as the, oops, sorry, we will still have north all the time. So that means here, instead of north-south, we can have south-north. And this is the point, that we are not caring about what are we moving towards to. We care about to which state should we change the direction of the drone. So let's test it out. Okay, this doesn't look correct. Okay, so this is clear to me. How should we do it then? So if we are here, we should go always up. Okay, let me just quickly rethink about it. So we have 0, 0. We go up to 0, 3. Then we check where to move. We move first to the east. And then we need to go down. Correct. Meaning, if we are at 0, 3, we move then to 1, 3. So at the last point we are at 1, 3. Now, if we are at 1, 3, what does it give us? It's, oh, okay, I got 2. If we are here, we need to change it only once. So how should we do it? We need to do it when the, okay, I need to rethink it. This is a tricky question that I saw. So if we are at 1, 3, we now know we need to go down. Then when we are to 0, we need to change it again. So, how should we do it? And I guess I know how it should be. What we need to do is we need to move it upwards. Let's test it out. Here, here. Does it make a difference? So we are 1, 3. This is 3. We change direction, plant it, and then go down. Let's try it out. No, we still go up. Okay, let's think. So, if we are at 0, we always go north. So basically, this is 0. Then this was correct, actually. Let's test it one more time. North, comma, south, and delete it here. Very nice. Let's test it one more time. Okay, so it goes upwards. So it doesn't change it here. So at position Y, okay, that's interesting. Vertical direction. North. It's always north. So guess position X is. Yeah, that's weird enough. Let me check whether I use correct operator. Yeah, this is a bit trickier than I thought. So let's go back here. Let's go to operators. There we go. So the percentages should be yeah, this is a module. So this equals to 0, which is north. Then it should equal to 1, and that's south. That's interesting. What if? Here's a weird idea. What if I say I don't care at which point he is? What if I did this first? There we go. But it doesn't plant on the last part. Because that's strange. So let's see. 3, 1. Okay, why doesn't it go there? So south. Okay, stop. Let's collect it all. These are very nice pumpkins. Okay, let's stop it right here. So at this point, we are at 3, 1. So this is still 3, meaning we still go south. But at this point, it ends. Alright, because it moved. And then we don't plant. Alright. Makes sense. So why doesn't it plant it here? Because this is 4. It should be. So let me rethink that. So instead of 0, we have 4 and 4 here. Meaning the last entry would be move but not plant. One more time, let me just have it here. Let's do it like this. Go to start. So let's put a break point here. So we are going up, up, up. Okay, okay, now we got it. So we still need to kind of still move up, and then we go down. And then we land in the correct spot. Okay, so we're basically, if I will remove this line, we now build it a bit differently. However, how can we fix it? Okay, let's first have more plants to go to think about. 1, 2, 1. Yeah, right. So it goes up there. That's the problem. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And it goes up. So meaning the zeros here do not represent actually the position of the drone. Do we have again, we don't have a go-to, which is totally annoying. How should we make a go-to function? Actually, let's check our tree for a second. And let me check the time of recording real quick. Yeah, it should be about time to finish. Let's see, do we have a go-to? Actually, I guess we don't. We do not. So this will be actually our next idea and the next topic for our episode. It will be to implement a go-to command. And this we will do very shortly. For the Twitch viewers will do it today, later on, and for those on YouTube, you'll see it in a week.